answers when it got caught in a sticky situation.
Silly season, isn't it? It's been really busy news-wise,
Yes.
some really serious big stories all over the world.
Yes.
But proof that the silly season is maybe just beginning with the summer weather coming back. There's loads of stuff in the Telegraph about big cats being spotted.
You're saying that's silly?
Well,
do you not believe in the big cat, John?
It's a hardy perennial in this time of year, isn't it? But Stoke-on-Trent, Staffordshire, Shropshire, parts of Scotland as well. Lots of speculation about big cats and whether they're back or whether they ever went away.
A few little pictures in the papers as well this morning of what looked like quite big cats, but you think it's just probably a cat from someone's house.
I don't know. There's a lady called Sue Harwood whose friend showed her a picture and she says he's not the sort of guy who would make this thing up.
I sense that you've done a few big cat stories in your time. You ever seen one?
No. Which might explain my cynicism. 19 minutes past 6.
As Carol said, it's a beautiful day for messing about on the river. And our very own John Maguire is on the table.
Really cute,
That's
yeah.
such a gorgeous story. Looking forward to that. And we want to hear your pen pal stories too. If you stayed in touch for a long time, if you met up with your pen pal in real life, you can tell us all about it on WhatsApp. The number is on your screen right now, and you can still get in touch with us by email and on Twitter too.
Or send us a letter. We'll be your pen pals.
Yeah, we might not get it in time.
So pen pal clubs were quite big, weren't they? In the sort of 60s and 70s. They'd match you with people.
I hadn't heard of them before.
Well,
you told me about
we'll
them.
We'll find you one. It's 29 minutes past 6. Let's get the news, the travel and weather from the breakfast teams around the country. See you in a second.
Situation.
Would you? OK. Maybe it was
Maybe
just
not, actually, no.
So relieved to be liberated that he
away.
gave them a cuddle back. Right, it's 12 minutes past 8 and Carol's got the weather. Commit have raised fresh questions about why he wasn't granted an appeal sooner.
The papers show that the real attacker was potentially identifiable just 4 years after the original conviction, as Joe Inwood reports. Coon needed the... Now, on yesterday's breakfast, we spoke about the eye-watering cost of kitting out children with new school uniforms, and it has prompted a huge response from you.
Yeah, here are just a few of the many comments we've received.
Nugent.
8:32, and the rate at which prices are rising has fallen again for the second month in a row.
Inflation for July was 6.8%, and Ben is out of the market and tell us exactly what that means. We are now just 2.5 hours away from England taking on Australia in the semi-final of the Women's World Cup.
And we can go live to Sydney, and Jane Dougal is inside Stadium Australia. Millions of us are going to be watching the action live here on BBC One this morning.
Yeah, and Tim Muffet is out with a group of young players in North London. They've been there already for a couple of hours. So I imagine, Tim, it's fever pitch now.
Keeping up those friendships, because you might struggle with the idea of having a pen pal. In the days before the internet, though, it was really popular, wasn't it? You put a letter in the post, yes. You put the airmail sticker on it, and who knows where it would end up. A
bit like social networking, I suppose.
Yes.
Slower. Well, that's what Patsy Gregory from South Carolina started doing in 1955. And after nearly 70 years of written correspondence, they have finally met in person, as Sam Nanda reports, a Caribbean island pen pal.
That'd be nice.
Yes.
My Maldives pen pal.
Yes.
Keep those stories coming, and the pictures as well. We'd love to see more of those this morning. We'll use some more a bit later. You can message us and send those pictures on WhatsApp. The number is on the screen. You can also just use your camera on your phone to zap that QR code. It'll take you right through, but make sure you give us all the details about who you are and where you're getting in touch from as well.
Still to come here on Breakfast, we will meet the dad...
Where you are. See you in a second. Speaking by lunchtime today.
Keep watching, everybody, because you will find out here on BBC One. That is all from us today. Breakfast back tomorrow from 6 o'clock.
Have a great day. Good luck to the Lionesses. Coverage from 10. Bye-bye.
One last look at this morning's news headlines, shall we? The rate at which prices are rising has fallen again for the second month in a row.
Yeah, inflation for July was 6.8%, and Ben can tell us exactly what that means for us, for prices. And everybody, Wednesday, the 16th of August, and in the last hour, the government has released its latest inflation figures, and they show that the rising cost of living continues to slow down.
The overall rate for July is 6.8%. It was 7.9% in June. Well, Ben is in Birmingham with much more on this.